EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Some strong running at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Back to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, here's Breida. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A gain of 9.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
55.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. This is Saquon Barkley. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Matt Breida on the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line. A gain of 5.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
4th down.
Rolling to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
The 42-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike, check. 59. Let's go.
Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game. And could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
They run with Breida. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Jets 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Breida on the
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A gain of 4.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. 2nd and 6. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Jets 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Ballantyne to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ballantyne to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Corey Ballantyne on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31.
And it's 3rd down.
And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. to throw again. Carr, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Place on the jump ball. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Runs through the contact. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's
working from the gun. It's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Jets.
Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
New York.
Now, Carr again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to
An
George
excellent
Kittle.
pickup of 20 yards.
20. First down, Jets.
93. 93. 26 Mike. Right here. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to number 8.
George Kittle,
George Kittle.
his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
At the 29.
that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quick pass complete to Sutton.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now at Soldier Field. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Operating from the gun, Carr.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
And right side, they're going to go option here.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Back at the 40.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
New York.
From the gun, Carr. And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
The kicker on for the...
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, New York.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Flushed out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score Bears 35. Jets.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
To kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
26 mark.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
26 months. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 26 months.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins.
Carr's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing his Carr on third down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Jets.
On first down, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
26 months. Let's go, defense.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw on third down, Carr. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
26 months. Later one. We won. Coming my way. 26 months.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Breida on the carry.
A tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Blake Martinez. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.